time I punch, it's a heavy blow. We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10.
Primo Lopez, the Takeover, 2-time undisputed world champion.
What do? Sorry for the technical difficulty. I don't know that clip got up there, but shout out to everybody.
Got an echo, bro.
Y'all told it to
Peace. Got an echo.
Oh, okay. You turn it down. Okay. Y'all tuned into another episode of BBO with prize fighter Dee Free Crush.
Yeah.
Thomas Hill. What's good with y'all fellas?
Ain't nothing, man. I was around here checking the movie.
Hey,
I'm chilling.
we had some interesting fights that went down last weekend.
Yeah.
It was pretty entertaining. We had the main event was better than what a lot of people thought it was going to be.
Yes.
We had Cool Boy return back to the ring. He looked good at 126 pounds. Yeah, he
thought so?
Yeah, he got dropped, but he showed a lot of heart. He showed a lot of grit, and he was able to weather the storm. Because I heard a few times in that fight, and he still managed to fight through and come to win. I mean, you remember and coming on. A year later, over I think 14 months.
Free.
It was 14 to 16 months. So you got the man. And he moved up to a brand new weight class. So I think he's good at that weight. I think he'll be okay at that weight class. Yeah, that was the first shot there. So we gonna see what he looks like.
Hey, Free, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can, y'all.
Yeah, you got kind of an echo going on, man. I don't know if it's the YouTube channel or.
Yeah, I know it was doing that on. It was doing that.
You know what? It might be my
channel.
channel. It might be my channel. Hold on.
You got an echo going on.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. Y'all ahead.
Nah, but yeah, I thought Cool Boy was. I mean, I thought he looked okay. Now you know what it really was for real. It probably was the ring rust. You know, I saw who was it? Boots on YSM channel, and he was saying how it's a rust, and he been around because he been around them forever. So it's pretty much I give him a C plus. Been out of the ring, but I think he'll be all right. T, you see the fight?
For myself, prize.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I watched the replay.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with what you said. I give him a C plus. Because of the ring rust and everything. I need to see him again at that weight class.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look. It's because of the ring rust. I think he fit in more. Once he gets back into getting some oil on them chains so that machine can roll smoothly. And that's the
Right.
thing, man. I wish these fighters, young, old, in between, real quick before D Free get back to cooking, they need to get away from that inactivity. Um,
Yeah, man.
if you're going to be in inactivity like that, you have to keep yourself ready. You know, Floyd Mayweather is one of the prime examples out, maybe a few others. Roy Jones, even in that
Mm-hmm.
inactivity, they kept themselves ready so they won't have to get ready so it wouldn't be a struggle. Even when Floyd was off for the time he was off, when he was
24
out and he came
months.
back in Fort Marquez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 24 months,
24
2 years.
months.
He still looked good, even though we know his timing was off, but his timing wasn't bad.
It wasn't
See,
bad at all.
to people who don't know boxing, yeah, to people who don't know boxing, you see what I'm saying, or was just before they can overstand Floyd Mayweather style, to them, you know, it was awesome. But to us, we knew he was off, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But we know he took care of himself. So these fighters have to do that when they in activity, they still have to be in active mode with staying in the gym. They don't have to go as hard, but you gotta still keep those same regimens going on. So when it's time to get back in the ring, like my man named, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You know what I mean? But they got to get active. If the promoters ain't getting it done for them, go somewhere where you can get active, man, because it's y'all careers. And at the end of the day, they gonna have to bite down and listen to what the fighters say. All right, because at the end of the day, they supposed to be working for the fighters, no matter which level they doing. All right, go ahead, D Free. I
I
just
heard you
wanted to put
cooking
that
on
out
your
there.
show about that this
Check.
morning. That's
Am
what
I
he
good?
said.
Am I good?
Yeah. Thanks.
All
Go
right.
say something else, D Free. Yeah, you good.
Yo.
I think he still got a
Yeah.
slight echo.
Yeah, but he good
I
though.
mean,
Much better.
Yeah, that's free. So we'll
um,
just make it do what it do.
Caleb, Caleb Plant, Caleb Plant put on a nice performance.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were talking
Yeah.
about after that fight that they want to see Caleb Plant versus Edgar Berlanga. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would be a bad fight. Berlanga showed a lot of heart with Canelo Alvarez. And who would have that Berlanga showed more heart than Jamel Charlo. Prior to the Jamel Charlo fight, Edgar Berlanga, fighting Canelo and Edgar Berlanga fighting Canelo, I don't think there was nobody that would say that Edgar Berlanga had more heart than Jamel Charlo
Yeah, I
prior
heard
to
a lot
that
of
fight.
people saying that.
I mean, now,
Man,
yeah,
Belinga got
now
a
they
lot of
saying it.
heart. He got a lot
Yeah,
of
now
heart.
they saying it now, but they didn't. They wasn't. You couldn't tell nobody that Edgar Berlanga had more heart than Jamel Charlo prior to that fight with Canelo.
I agree with
So
that.
I mean, I
I
wouldn't
kind of
mind seeing Caleb Plant. I would see Plant and Edgar Berlanga. I
I had fun watching that Caleb Plant fight free. I thought Caleb Plant was styling. I went back and watched it. Yeah, he went down. I mean, dude was a tough, like Crush said on one of his shows. I don't remember if it was yesterday or whatever. Crush said we got to stop. That time is over now. Where we never heard of him. Who has he fought? Because the last time we've been saying that these dudes been coming to fight, bro. We all said it, and Crush said it the best on his show the other morning. We got to stop doing that. Another thing, that guy was kind of tough in the beginning, man. But Caleb decided to select the war button. And he went to he was styling and he was having fun. He got the stoppage. I mean, I give Caleb Plant a B plus just for the knockdown. He shouldn't be getting knocked down like this. But hey, again, we can't underestimate these so-called nobodies no more. Except for the people Canelo picked. We know that he gonna beat them. But other than that, we got to stop doing that. Like Crush said, I'm not doing it no more. No more.
you know what?
It's a lot of guys. Go ahead, D Free.
No, I was
Go
gonna
ahead, you
say
good.
I step back my because us as fans, we say this thing all the time. These guys got to be more active. They got to be more active.
Uh-huh.
And we also complain about the opponents that they have. Well, if we want them to be more active, we gotta sometimes accept the opponents that they have because they can't always fight the top opponents. Because those guys, once they get to a certain level, they're not fighting. They're not fighting that level of opponent every single time they get in the ring because those guys are not that active at that level. And once you get to get level where you start getting millions of dollars for fights, not getting in the ring with another opponent that's getting millions of dollars of fights every time. You will go a few times, but not every single time because we got to look at it. It's only a select few guys that we accept as a favorable opponent. Everybody else, we be like, oh, we don't really want to see that. But we got to get away from that because you can't have it both ways. Either you want the guy to be active, or you want him to have good opponents. They can't always be the same. Sometimes it can happen that way, but not every single time. It can't happen that way every single time. It's just not going to happen like that. Not in these
Especially in
days.
today's climate. Go ahead, Free.
Right.
Thomas, one of y'all jump in there. Or we'll move on.
Tommy Hill, what's going on, bro? Talk to us.
All right, well, brother Tommy will get his mic together. He'll be back, but yeah, I'm with Crush again. Crush killed me this morning again when he said the inactivity with these guys, man. That joint is killing these dudes, man. I don't mind. That's why I said just beat up bums until you get to like Tank. I don't want to hear nobody crying about Tank's next opponent. Nobody. Even I don't care who he fight. At this point, I just want to see Tank Davis fight. I don't even care who he fight. He all the top dogs don't want to do it, so go bum bashing and beat up everybody until, it is what it is. That's just, you can't expect, like Free just said, you can't expect them to fight A-level competition every time if you want the man to be active. If you want him inactive, okay, fine. But then you see what can happen. But I'm with y'all. I agree.
Hey, you know what? One thing. Oh, go ahead, Tommy. You got it, brother. You been silent. Go ahead, bro.
No. Go ahead, get yours off.
Go ahead, T.
Real quick. My thing is this, real quick, right? When they say that he fighting a bum, we can no longer say that. You can't call that fighter a bum. If he is C level, D level, he could be a goddamn triple D battery level. Guess one thing about him. He had the heart to get in there. He had the heart to get in there. Can't say that about the B level, the A level, and the elite fighters. So I don't want to hear none of that. They got the heart to get in there. That's what matters. So if a bunch of hungry guys and they know that's the only opportunity they're gonna get, guess what? They got the heart to get in there. Cause these guys that y'all say they need to fight or they need to fight, when they got the opportunity, they come up and disappear. Houdini. I pass the mic.
Yeah, I was going to piggyback off of that. To me, there's only a handful of guys that you go up and down their resume and, they fought like killers majority of the time. And I'll say it differently. Fought some high profile talented opposition a good percentage of the fights. Most of the times you get a light touch in there because you need those light touch because you don't want to go in there and continuously put yourself through that ringer, because you take a little bit out of you when you take some of that punishment back to back like that. That being said, as Crush said, not just the heart to get in there, but the heart and the wherewithal to go through the training to prepare yourself to be in there. Like, they go through a whole lot of training just to be able to compete. Most people can't even endure the training that they go through, man, because that separates them from anybody else being a fighter. The discipline necessary for it, and then the dedication to, commit to this task, this goal. It's never easy to go in there and let somebody punch on you, because, there are times you're going to get hit, no matter how great your defense is, no matter how we perceive the opponent. You're never not going to go in there and not get hit. You're going to take something. So we gotta definitely slow that down, man. And it's only said like that because you don't want to see the person in the ring with the person that's usually the favorite. We can't say that Berlanga ever was a bum. It's just he's inexperienced. He's inexperienced. You got somebody that fought over 60 times, and you got somebody that barely done fought like 15 times.
Yeah.
There's a gap there. And on top of that, Canelo been fighting since he's 15. So that means, and that's professional. That means he's been fighting even longer than that. Don't know how long Berlanga been fighting, but I know it's not that long. So, we got to ease up and slow down on that, especially when we don't like the person that so happens to be in the ring with somebody that we deem unworthy. And we got to recognize that within all of this, there's a business aspect at play. And people are not trying to take losses in money, and people are trying to maximize the money they bring in. That being said, if this fight did the numbers that they say they report, and also that's another thing, they always scale up and down depending on who the fighter is that we're talking about. The more hate that person is perceived, the lower the scale of numbers. The more love that person is perceived, the higher the scale of numbers. But if it is around 750,000 at $100 per pay-per-view, just off the pay-per-view shares, that's 170. But no, that's 1,700 million. That's impressive. And you factor in the gate, if it's at 20 something million, that man broke the bank. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what a fight with Benavidez will bring in. This speaks well to that fight, because if he can do that against Berlanga, imagine what he'll do against Benavidez. And that's why I say I believe we get the Benavidez fight. I believe you get to see him fight at least one more person that you want to see him fight. And I think it's going to break the bank, because people dialed into Canelo. And Canelo, regardless of what people want to say, he can fight who he want to fight. And he still is, in this time frame, the people that people dial into, the boxer that people dial into the most.
Mm-hmm. Free.
No argument there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said. I mean, we don't know what the numbers are. The numbers not going to come out just yet. It's going to take roughly about 10 days for the numbers to come out. So they'll be out probably the earliest we'll get the numbers for this fight is probably the end of this week, the beginning of next week. But if they are around 750,000, that's 75 million that he made for that fight on pay-per-view alone. And I said I got it doing somewhere around 500 to 600,000 pay-per-view buys. I thought they would do between 5 and 6. So I mean,
D for the Win said, I was reading the comments real quick. Free D for the Win said that Ish didn't do 750,000 pay-per-views. That's total cap. MGM guaranteed his gate at 25 million. The whole report is false. I didn't see those numbers come out. D for the Win.
The live gate was 20 million. The live gate was 25 million. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Dana White said that. He said the live gate was 25 million for Canelo fight against Edgar Berlanga. They did somewhere around 25 million. Which is about right, because there was a lot of celebrities in attendance for the Canelo fight. So that's about right. I mean, we could always the live gate is a guaranteed number that we can find.
But where did D for the Win? Where'd you get that 750,000 pay-per-views? That's crazy. If you did
that's
that.
D1.
I mean,
that's
D1. My bad. I was
no.
That.
Some people are assuming that's what it was, but like I said, we don't know what the numbers are yet. They're not going to have the numbers for the pay-per-view just yet. They still tally all the numbers, because you gotta get numbers from all of the states. You gotta get all of the states numbers.
Oh yeah, you got it from Darren Rayfield. Yeah, I ain't.
Yeah. Like I said, they wouldn't know right offhand just yet. They would give you an estimate what they believe it's going to be somewhere around, but the numbers haven't come in yet. So we won't know until, like I said, probably the earliest we'll find out at the end of this, the beginning of the next week is about the earliest that we'll find out that
Damn,
pay-per-view
Dan
numbers.
Raphael reporting numbers already. That's savage.
Well, that's what he do,
I
man.
mean,
He glow up certain fighters, and he talk down on other fighters, man. It is what it is, man.
That's
You
why
know,
he out of business now.
and,
That
and when
whack.
you look at the crowd, though, that crowd was packed.
It
That crowd
was.
was packed out.
It definitely
So,
was.
and like you said, you got people who normally don't come outside like that and watch fights, out there watching fights. So, you know, it speaks to his drawing power. It's still a big time event.
No doubt about it, especially on that date.
Exactly.
Dee Free, you got any what's the rest of the but no, like I said, he definitely still draw them people out, because I was seeing the stars in there that I ain't seen movies from in a minute. I was like, damn, boy, in the crowd, okay. You know, but again, you got the Mexican Puerto Rican rivalry, you got a bunch of drinking going on. There's a whole vibe that weekend. You know, why not top it off with the pound for Canelo, BBO's pound for pound king.
Hey, yo, shout out D1. He said that Dan Raphael was the one who said it was not true, that those numbers were not true. Okay, so he said that they wouldn't know the numbers like that, and that it was probably more so like whatever he had said up in there, but definitely wasn't to the scale. But like I say, man, even if it's 350,000 pay-per-view,
that's still
at
crazy.
100, for Berlanga, somebody who everybody was hating on. I
Shout
mean, I
out to
let
GP.
him get knocked out and rather early, like 6 or 7. So, you know, I didn't expect for him to do that well against him, but
None of us did.
you know, I'm not gonna go overboard and say, you know, that dude is like next up, man. I don't know.
Nah, I'm not going that far. I still think he has trouble with Caleb Plant, even though I think that'll be a firefight. They were talking about matching him up with Caleb Plant's opponent, that guy come to fight
Mukambi?
Yeah, they was talking about that would be a good one. But I personally, I would like to see. I mean, he's young, so let's not ruin Berlanga. Throwing him in there right next with Plant might. I mean, I don't know. He could win that fight, bro, because he was game in there. He didn't get knocked out. He got dropped. He took Canelo's best punch, and he got up and he finished. So, you know, either one of them fights, I'm okay with for Berlanga. Me personally though, real rap, I'd rather see him fight the dude that Caleb knocked out. Let him get a little confidence and then jump in there with Caleb. But if he jumps in there with next to Caleb, he's a savage, bro.
I'd like to see him in Munguia fight, but
yeah,
I wouldn't mind
that
him.
would be another one. That would be
I
another
wouldn't
one.
mind Mukambi. I think Mukambi stock rose up, man. He acquitted himself very nicely.
Yes, even when he get knocked out.
Hey, Caleb, boy, if that Caleb will come to fight,
man. So it's he ain't look tired. You know what I mean? He looked. I know he went down, y'all. I know he went down. I know BVO can't stand him. BVO does not like Caleb Plant. I like Caleb Plant. I think he's okay. He's cool. You know what I mean?
There go my brother D for the win. Shout out Gregory Pratt too.
Yeah, GP. And I like the boy Caleb though, but he was styling in there, dancing, showboat, and he was entertaining as hell, bro. So I'm okay with him and Berlanga next. I'm okay with that fight. And I'm okay with Berlanga and that fighting his opponent, or Berlanga and Mugi in one of them fights. I'm cool with all of them.
I mean, if you really want to be honest, if you really want to be honest, Edgar Berlanga and Caleb Plant is a good fight, because Edgar Berlanga just fought Canelo Alvarez, who right now is the top of 168, because David Benavidez and David Morrell is not dead. The only other fight for Edgar Berlanga to make is with somebody like a Caleb Plant, Chris Mabili, the dude that's the IBF champion. I forgot his name. But those, and Jaime McGee got a fight coming up this weekend, so he can't get that fight. So those are the only fights that you will make with those type of opponents. You can Canelo Alvarez and then go back fighting guys that you was fighting before you got to the Canelo Alvarez fight. You got to fight guys that's on that playing field now. You're on a certain playing field now. You fought Canelo Alvarez. The only thing you would do is take a step down. You can't take 4 steps down. You got to take 8 steps down because
Yeah.
Canelo Alvarez is the top of that division. So
Yeah,
the
you can't
next
go
level,
but so far back.
Caleb,
Yeah.
the next level is Caleb Plant, Chris Mabili, Jaime McGear, the IBF champion, William Skull. That's his name, William Skull. Those are the fighters that you fight now. You can't go back to what you went before. You don't want to move backwards. You want to move forward.
Right,
Hey,
I agree.
that skull matchup might be a good matchup. The fight
Yeah,
will be 1 for 1
that'd
too.
be good too. Like I said, I prefer him. I like to see him in there with that guy that challenged Caleb Plant. I think that fight there will be perfect. He's got guys coming off. They both coming off losses. Berlanga's stock is up, and I think you could put it in Barclays or something like that and see what happens. You know, them guys gonna rumble to the fight over. Somebody going to sleep.
Yeah, ain't no shame in losing to Canelo. Canelo is like a different animal, man. And I don't care what anybody say.
Yeah, he still can fight, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, from what I seen with Edgar Berlanga and Canelo this past weekend, Caleb Plant and Berlanga is a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. I think Caleb Plant has better boxing skills, but Berlanga has that one punch knockout power, and we've seen Caleb Plant get rocked multiple times now. He's been rocked multiple times, so it's not a given that Caleb Plant goes in there and beat Edgar Berlanga. So I love to see
You're
that
right.
fight.
You're right, Free.
It's a 50-50 fight.
D1 BBO is off on Tuesdays. He come and go on Tuesdays. This is his day to just kind of focus on what he needs to focus on.
I would love to see that fight. That's a hell of a fight. And the good thing about it is, it's not a pay-per-view fight. They can put that on a free card. That's not a pay-per-view fight.
Or it'd be a damn good undercard fight too.
I mean, it'd be a good undercard. You want to put on a
You could probably headline that guy. You could probably headline them too if they do it right.
No. Neither one of those guys are
Berlanga and that guy what's the name of that guy that Caleb Plant beat?
New York?
Yeah, you might could do that in a small thing. Maybe one of the ballrooms.
So you telling me Edgar Berlanga versus Caleb Plant is a bigger fight than David Benavidez and Bubu Andrade, which did 35,000 pay-per-view buys?
Caleb and Berlanga.
Caleb Plant and Berlanga?
No.
I mean,
only because David Benavidez name reigns supreme.
Andre, because don't nobody really know Andre. At least people know who Berlanga and Plant is. People only knew Andre from You Want Payday. They just know him from that. And nobody really watched him fight like that. Dee Free.
Nobody really
watched. Clamoring for this dude.
Nobody really watched Caleb Plant fight neither. Nobody really watched Edgar Berlanga fight.
Oh, yes, they have. They've seen Caleb Plant against Canelo, and they've seen him against Benavidez, and both were valiant performances.
And they saw him lose. They saw him lose.
They saw Berlanga lose.
Yeah, but nevertheless,
we've seen Berlanga lose multiple fights before this Canelo bullshit. Thank you. Before this Canelo fight,
you saw them lose. Thank you. You never seen David Benavidez lose. You never seen Bubu Andrade lose. Thank you.
I mean, when we're talking about the fight's drawing ability, I don't think losses really factor that much. I don't think people really care that much.
Like this. Neither one of them guys have a bigger drawing power than David Benavidez. Neither one of them. Nobody that we named have a bigger drawing power than David Benavidez. The only reason people showed out for this fight for Edgar Berlanga because he was fighting Canelo Alvarez. Edgar Berlanga never headlined a card. He never headlined a card.
You don't think the fight would do a decent gate in New York? You don't think it could do a $5 million gate over there?
Heck no. No.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You couldn't even get Ryan Garcia versus daggone Devin Haney do a $5 million gate. You think Edgar Berlanga gonna do one?
But Berlanga's from the area.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he's from the area.
Nobody ain't really running around the city screaming about no Berlanga, bro. They never have, and they never will.
No,
that doesn't mean he didn't put on a solid performance,
what if
though.
They create a narrative during the promotion, and Caleb Plant disrespects the Puerto Rican flag like Bernard Hopkins did?
You asking ifs. You asking ifs. We talking about just going off their name recognition. Just going
It's
off
to
their
be
name recognition.
explicit.
We ain't talking about no
Yeah.
extra stuff thrown in there.
Man.
Just going off their name recognition. No, I
Yeah.
don't think it's a
I
Okay,
kind of
pay-per-view
only
card.
reason I agree
fine.
with you a little bit more, Dee Free, is because David Benavidez's name is bigger than everybody. So when you attach his name to anybody, it's going to be bigger than probably. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about that. But $5 million gate for them, I don't think that'll happen.
No, it's a good fight. I just don't think it's a
Yeah, no
pay-per-view
doubt.
card. I don't think it's a pay-per-view card. They don't have that pay-per-view drawing power.
Nah, not to
build
headline
that.
one. I don't even.
You have to
They
build
might
that
be
up.
able to headline a free card though. Free D.
Yeah,
Free.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. They can headline a free card. Go ahead, Thomas. I see you about to get in. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say that's what he was talking about the whole time. As a pay-per-view, it's going to be a tough sell to sell that fight as a headliner. But as a main event on a regular card, free TV card, and something that PBC really needs to do to get people fully on board again, because Al Heyman been away. They got to do more free TV events so that way people can get their exposure. The fights can be out there, and people can see some good quality fights. It was a very good card this week, man. I mean, lost in the sauce is that. I mean, there was
You went out. You went out, Thomas. Mike went out. Oh, damn.
Yeah, he went
got
out.
a call. Yeah, he got a phone call.
Yeah, I definitely heard that. But Free, what else you got? What other fights you got?
Well, the fight, like I said, we got some fights coming up this weekend. We got Jaime Magia. He's fighting on Friday, and then we got the
who else fought on the other card? We covered all the other fights on that Canelo card.
We had Lawrence versus Danny Garcia.
Yeah, let's do that real quick, and then we can move on. And then don't forget to I guess are you got the power to run a commercial, right?
Yeah, I got the power to run a commercial. But yeah,
you do that whenever you want.
Fact, let me go ahead and do that.
Let's just run that now. Let's just pay the bills now. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, people. Let me go ahead and pay some bills.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back in 1 second.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise-canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
All right.
And we are back. Thank you for the word for our sponsor. Thank you for the sponsor. Appreciate you. Shout out to the whole family.
Yeah, make sure you get your raffle in. It's only $10 to get in. You can't win. It's like the lotto.
Just like the lottery. Or a scratch off. You'd be like, dang, I wish I hit $50,000 for a scratch off. Well, you gotta buy the scratch off so you can do it. The first place, you get the 10th generation iPad. In the second place, you get the Kenichi Bear headphones, fire. And for third place, you get the Ninja air fryer. So like all 3 of them joints, I would definitely take a new air fryer. Definitely the headphones and the iPad. That's a no-brainer.
But let's get to the co-main. The co-main feature Laura versus Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia coming off a 2-year layoff. Laura coming off a knockout performance in the end of March of this year. I pretty much saw this fight happening the way it happened. I thought Danny Garcia, that layoff, moving up in weight, it was too much to overcome. That Lara been stopping folks as of late. He's been stopping everybody as of late. He's learned how to get down on his punches since he got older. He didn't move around the ring as much, and he was the more rangier fighter, the more active fighter, and he was the bigger puncher. And I just saw Danny Garcia as a counter puncher. He's not as active as far as punch output. That's Lara's not the guy that you want to get in the ring with. He's not the guy that you want to come back after being off for 2 years and thinking that Danny was going to win. I just didn't see Danny winning that fight. I didn't see Danny making it out. I didn't see it. And my man Prize, he's home. He was going for his man Danny, but I told him, dog, nah. I've been watching boxing for a long time. When you put those combinations together, is you paying for somebody to get stopped. And I said it might not end it with Danny actually getting knocked cold. It just could have been the fact that he just couldn't continue. I say this Baba probably end up stopping this fight because his son is getting beat up, and that's exactly what happened.
You know, Dee Free. I had a bet with Dee Free. I deep down in my heart, I knew Lara was going to win, but I figured Danny. Because I bet Dee Free that Danny wouldn't get knocked out, and Dee Free for about. I can definitely say for about 2 weeks was like, I'm going with Lara by the stoppage. I'm going Lara by the stoppage. I'm like, you think so? He's like, yep. X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah,
so
you had.
I was like, all right, whatever, cool. So I went with it. You know what I mean? I said, I disagree, D Free. And when Lara came out there, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. That damn jab and left hand. Man, it was working beautifully. Lara looks better than ever at 41, and we said it live on the fight call. And I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all can challenge me on this. Lara is the #1 middleweight in the world. Prove me wrong. I don't care. He beat up a blowed up welterweight. I don't care. The way he did it, his jab, the way he can box and move and still not be there to hit. Man, Lara put on an A+ performance. And I'm happy for Lara. I'm still a Lara fan. I've always been since he got robbed against Paul Williams. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with Lara for a minute. I'm still rocking with Lara. But shout out to my man Danny. You know, he might can get back in there. I don't know if he's gonna call it quits. People say call it quits. He sounded like he was gonna call it quits, but there's some stuff out there for Danny. And shout out Danny. You know, people, the city, we still rocking with you, and it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Monkey Dan, you got something on it?
Yeah. You already heard my you knew my fight prediction going in. I said Danny was gonna get stopped 6 through 8. It happened in 9. Yeah. Danny had no shot to win this fight before he even got in the ring. The range that Danny likes to fight at which is long range to mid range. Lara dominates at. Okay, he's bigger than him. He's taller than him. He has a way better jab. All Lara had to do was sit back and pick him to death with his jab and his straight right, or excuse me, with his right, with his jab and straight left. Yeah, it was just rinse, wash, and repeat the whole night. And Danny, his only opportunity to get on the inside to land something was to lunge. And it was like, boom, you get hit with the jab. Rinse, wash, and repeat.
Yeah, that's bars right there, Marky. Me too, GP. I'm still rocking with Danny. I don't care.
Yeah, but I agree with you though. That was a great performance from Lara. As he's gotten, I mean, I don't know.
He's 41.
Yeah. I don't know if the middleweight division is just cream soft or
I don't care what it is.
Maybe Lara has found something new. He's figured something out. And me personally, I agree with you, Prize. He is the best middleweight in the world.
Y'all want to put him in there with Janabek? I think he can beat him. I think Lara will wash him.
Yep. I'm not saying that based off this Danny fight, because I think Janabek will beat Danny to death too. But
yeah, no doubt about it.
Lara would beat him right now, just looking at Lara's skill set.
Yep. He's elite, bro. He did everything right, bro. I know it was against Danny, but you can't just say, oh, it was against Danny. Danny's a damn good fighter, and he's moved up and beat bigger guys before. Now he jumped up a little too far this time because Laura was a solid middleweight in there. You know what I mean? He looked like a good middleweight, and I think at this half of his career, I think he can do something nice. I told Laura, if I was Laura, I'd go for undisputed at 160 right now. Now at 41, that's a great goal for him, and he can do it. And those fights shouldn't be hard to make anyway, because who the hell is the champion?
Prize. Because
Huh?
Lara is a great fighter.
Yeah, he got robbed
and screwed over in his career.
He really only got the one loss. Who he got the draw against? Who that draw come against? But the loss against Paul Williams, trash. The loss against Canelo, some people say
fight with Jared Hurd. That was a close fight.
Yeah, but who was the draw he had? He had a draw in there. Can't remember, man, but Laura had some damn good fights. He got a pretty solid resume, man. People been sleeping on Laura. We're gonna give him his flowers on this channel. I'm right. BBO was the one that was like, yo, man, Laura been knocking ish out, dog. You bugging. I'm like, man, I was deep down inside, I knew, but I ain't know. Well, you know. Shout out to my guy Laura. I'm rocking with Laura. #1 middleweight. Free.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Danny had a great career. I think it's time for Danny to hang it up. Becoming he really doesn't have the heart for the game anymore. And he's so focused on his own promotional brand that he got going on and his other businesses that he got going on. If you can't put 100% into this career, it's best for you to walk away, because this is not a career that you can play. It's not a career that you can play. You play all the other sports. MMA and boxing, you're in that sport. You're not playing that sport. You're in that sport. So if you're not putting 100% into it, it's best for you to walk away. But I think Danny had a great career. He has nothing to hang his head on. He was a 2-division champion. He was a unified champion at one time. So I mean, he had a great career.
But 1 division free.
He was 2-division champion. He was a champion at 140. He was a champion at 47.
Who he beat 147 for that belt?
Real quick,
I forgot who he beat, but he remember Sean Porter beat him for the IBF. For the WBC champion. Dan was the WBC champion. Sean Porter beat him for the WBC title.
I don't think he was a champ at 147 free. But
he was a champion at 147.
Yeah, that's how the belts got unified.
Yes, he was a champion at 147. He was.
Oh yeah. You're right. Because he fought Keith Thurman.
And he lost it to Sean Porter. And Keith Thurman and Sean Porter unified.
He was going for his third division as the championship. He was going for his third division.
Third division. But real quick, I wanted to say, check out that JBT Network Workshop.creator, that spring.com link in the chat for all your favorite channels merch is in there now. BBO got some stuff in there, some fire hoodies. Hardcore got some fire hoodies. Just Do got some stuff. I don't want to try to run down everybody, but everybody got stuff up there. So it's pretty dope. I checked it out. I was like, nice. But moving on.
Yeah. But now, like I said, let's get to these weekends. What's going on, okay? Let's get to these weekends fights. Like I said, we got Jaime McGill back in action. He's fighting against a guy I never heard of. He's from Canada. I think this is a get-back fight for Jaime McGill. He had his last fight was against Canelo, where he got beat by Canelo. He put up a good fight against Canelo. I think Canelo could have stopped him at one point, and I think Canelo stepped off the gas because he has love for Jaime McGill. Jaime McGill looked up to Canelo, and so I think Canelo stepped off the gas because he could have stopped. In my opinion, I believe he could have stopped him. But he got a fight coming up this weekend. There's not really much on this card. Friday is on ESPN. It ain't really much on it. But the main fight is Saturday. You got the AJ versus Steve Dubois this weekend, and they got some couple of good fights. They got Josh Warrington back in action. You got Saraz back in action. You got Mark Chamberlain in action. and you got Josh Kelly back in action.
Okay.
And I don't know how to say this. This other black dude named from UK. He fought.
Ben
He
Whitaker?
fought. No, not him.
Nah.
It's what's his name? He
Spell it.
fought Beatis, something like that. I can't pronounce his last name.
I know what you're
But
talking about though.
But he's in action too. But this main event, Joshua versus Daniel. I think this is a 50-50 fight.
Yep.
I favorite AJ to win this fight, but it's a 50-50 fight. And it is mainly first 6 rounds is 50-50. I think if AJ takes the Dubois to the later rounds, I think AJ pretty much get him out of there in the later rounds. I think Daniel Dubois is more dangerous the first 6 rounds. He's the most dangerous the first 6 rounds. And once it gets past 6, it's going to be pretty much when AJ going to get him out there, because I don't think it's going to the final bell. I think somebody's going to get stopped. But
me too, bro.
If Daniel Dubois catch AJ, he can stop AJ because Daniel Dubois can punch. He can punch. And I want to see how both these guys look, because both these guys got beat by Usyk. It was a controversial loss for Daniel Dubois, and to be honest, it was a controversial loss for AJ the second time because they both hit Usyk with the same shot and had the same reaction. They both hit him with the same shot, had the same reaction, and the referee said it was a low blow. And when you go back and look at it, it was a shot right on the belt line.
Belt line.
A low blow. It wasn't a low blow at all. So
you think K, boy? You think K? You think AJ gonna stop? I don't know, man. Dubois, like Free said, man, AJ can get clipped in them first couple rounds, man. But I'm going for AJ. I'm definitely
been stopped before, Prize.
Huh?
I said Dubois been stopped before.
I know.
They both been stopped.
They both been out of there.
They both been stopped before.
They both been out of there before. So that's why I'm saying, like Free said, Dee Free just said to y'all that it's 50-50, and that's 100% accurate because whoever will get caught first is the one. I don't think this is going to 12. It might, but I don't see it going to 12, man, because they're both of their chins.
I thought you said it was like you didn't believe that. Well, anyway.
No. I like the fight. I'm happy for this because I think at this point, AJ needs this fight more. Like Dubois need this fight more because AJ's accomplished things and Dubois is still trying to accomplish things in his career. And if he loses this, I don't know. Put him in there with Chisora next to him. He'd be one of them fighters.
AJ, I love the fight. It's a great fight. Great local fight for over there. They've had some great contender scraps over there in the UK from history, like Frank Bruno, Lennox Lewis. What's the other boy? Frank Bruno. Who Frank Bruno fought? Oh my God, it was somebody in the 80s. It was like you. But anyway, this is a great fight. It's 2 destroyers, 2 dudes that like to come out and try to put a hurting on you. Like Dee Free said, I slightly favor AJ, but both guys have been stopped in their career. Both guys can hit really hard. Yeah, it's gonna be a great fight. Let me see.
And to be honest with you,
what time the fight start, Dee Free?
They make their ring walk at 5:15.
What?
Yeah,
5:15. You know they fight in the UK, so 5:15 our time. They make their ring walk. They fight in the UK. Now, if you look at these guys, they pretty much they're almost even. AJ is the older fighter. He's 34. Dubois is 27. AJ is 6'6". Dubois 6'5". AJ has an 81-inch arm reach. Dubois has a 78-inch arm reach. AJ is 28-3 with 25 knockouts. He's been stopped 1 time. Dubois is 20-2 with 20 knockouts. He's been stopped twice. So, I mean, both these guys got power in that right hand. They both got power in that right hand. So this fight can go either way. Whoever get caught can possibly go to sleep. I think I think AJ is going to take him to the later rounds. I don't think AJ is going to step on the gas early. I think Dubois might try to push the action early and try to catch AJ with something early because Dubois is the one that usually have the gas tank issue in the later rounds. AJ, he gassed out.
Maybe say he gassed too though, Free.
He gassed out against Usyk, but that was because Usyk was a more busier fighter. He was a more busier
AJ's
fighter.
style is different now, though, Free.
Yeah,
He's not as frenetic. He's really more reactive with his style. He likes to sit back and wait for you to get in his range.
That's what I said. I think he's gonna be more of a counter puncher. He will set shots up, but he'll be more of a counter puncher in the earlier rounds. And I think in the later rounds is when he's going to step on the gas and try to get him out of there. But I think AJ probably get him out in round seven. I'm not even gonna say 8, 9, or anything. I'm saying round 7. I think AJ is gonna get him out of there.
Yeah, I mean, if Daniel Dubois, like you said, try to press the action, AJ can catch him with a counter and sleep him. But I mean, this is definitely 50-50. I don't know how this fight gonna go. I feel like it's gonna end by a knockout, but I wouldn't be surprised by all 12. But I mean, I'm glad it's just some boxing going on. So I guess
I would highly be surprised if this goes 12 rounds. I don't see this going 12 rounds. Both these guys, they don't usually go 12 rounds. Like I said, Dubois only got one fight that went 12 rounds. Only got one fight that went 12 rounds. AJ only got 3 that went 12. I'd be highly surprised if it goes 12 rounds.
No, I think
good statistics right there.
4. I really don't.
Dang.
I think
actually, I take that back. AJ got 5 that went 12 rounds. And the 2 fights with Usyk that went 12. So he got 5 that went 12 rounds. But the fights that he
won, you said only had 1.
Dubois only had 1 that went 12 rounds because the 2 fights that he lost, he got stopped. Right. So he only had 1 that went 12 rounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you could say that those fights that didn't go 12 rounds versus the fights that did, didn't because he got stopped in those. Look at the competition.
Yeah.
Look at the caliber of fighter. But what I was gonna say, I don't think this fight goes past 4, but I really think Dubois is gonna come out the same way how he came out in that Hrgovic fight, seek and destroy, and he's gonna try and get AJ. And I think either Dubois' game plan is gonna work, and he's gonna knock out AJ somewhere in the first 4 rounds, or AJ is gonna be able to slow him down by tying him up, hitting him with his jab, and then he's gonna set him up for that shot. It's gonna be one of the 2. But it's gonna be an exciting fight.
We got to remember this is for the IBF championship at heavyweight. For the IBF championship.
I was about to ask you, Free, in the belt. I was just about to ask you, wasn't the belt on the line for this? Because Usyk is just unified now, right? He's still number 1. He's still the undisputed king. So, you know.
They just belt because of the rematch clause that he had with Tyson Fury. So his belt is up for grabs in this fight. So this is for the IBF championship. So both these guys, AJ is trying to make a comeback, and Dubois is trying to be a champion. So it's going to be an entertaining fight. Like I said, I don't think nobody makes it to 12 rounds. If it's 12 rounds, I'm gonna lose my money one way or another because I'm betting.
Yeah, you got to show me how to bet on this fights this weekend, Free.
Oh yeah, I'll show you how to bet on it. But another fight that's on this card I wanted to talk about that I'm actually kind of interested in seeing is hold on, let me pull it up. It's which one is it? It's the Josh Kelly versus Davis. Josh Kelly versus Davis. That's a super welterweight. I think whoever wins this fight puts themselves in position to fight either Bud Crawford or Tim Tszyu. So I want to see. I mean, Josh Kelly. I'm not big on Josh Kelly. He's not one of my fighters that I like to watch. But he can fight. He can fight.
Yeah, he just cool, bro. I ain't really pressed myself.
Nah,
Yeah,
he's
and
pretty much a hype job at this point.
I mean, he's
He got a
15,
lot of
1
hype
and 1.
coming out the Olympics. I think he won a
I was
gold
about to
medal.
say, damn, Mark, he lost one fight. You want to call him a hype
Yeah, he's
job?
15, 1 and 1.
Because he got beat to death by Avanesian. Bad. Like it wasn't it was a competitive fight. He got beat to death from round 1 to round I think 5. It didn't go for our prize.
That's
He
crazy.
got stopped in that fight. He got stopped. That's the
What
only
round
loss
he
he
got?
got.
He got
stopped.
stopped by Avocado?
No, Avanesian was on a little street prize where Avanesian was sleeping.
I know. He was game. Well, he was always game. I know.
Yeah, and then the dude Davis is 13 and 0. He's 13 and 0. So I want to see the fight because like Dan's last time seen Jelly Kelly, he got stopped by David Avenue. So I want to see how he looks coming back. But those are the only 2 fights that I'm actually interested in. Like I said, Josh Warrington is fighting again. I want to see how he looks, but he's getting old. He's getting up there in age. Josh Warrington, I think Josh Warrington is in his late 30s.
He's abusing his liver.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Warrington is the card?
Yeah, he's fighting in this card. He's fighting against Concadis. Yeah, Josh Warrington is 31 and 3 1 1. He's 3 years old, but the that he's fighting this 2-1. He's 35 years. Warrington is the small fighter. This 5'10" with a 7-inch arm. Josh Warrington is 5'7".
You echoing bad now, Brody.
My headphones is by the mic. Yeah, Josh Warrington is 5'7" with a 66-inch arm. But I want to see how that fight goes. It's going to be an interesting fight. But the main event is what.
Yeah, I'm ready to see AJ and Daniel Dubois. I mean, I don't care about none of them other fights. All I care about is the AJ fight. You said it come on at 5:15.
They make their ring walk. AJ and Dubois is estimated to make their ring walk at 5:15.
What time does the card start?
Probably like 2:00. Maybe 12. Maybe 12 because they got a lot of fights on it. Fights might start at like 12.
I'm hyped for that Josh Warrington fight. That anytime Josh Warrington fight, it's an all-out war. Like that nigga.
I might
crazy.
not make you see the
he
fight.
Ain't got no power, but that nigga is just always in wars and winning them fights.
Josh Warrington
no crazy record.
Yeah, that's one of those fights that BBO like to see. Josh Warrington just gonna be throwing blows. It's not gonna be too much defense in that fight. It's gonna be blow for blow. Yeah. So that's one of those fights that BBO like to watch, where there ain't that much.
I guess I wouldn't mind seeing that that fight and the AJ fight. But everybody, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to watch the damn fights. I'll probably be shaking and moving around that time on Saturday.
No, I will be in the house watching. I probably either I be on somebody's live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna probably be on somebody's live stream calling the fight.
I wonder if BBO's interested in going live on there.
He ain't going live, not that early.
Well, we should go live because we need to watch ours.
I mean, that's up to BBO. If he want to do a live, he can do a live. But as far as I know, he's not doing a live for that. He might do one for Jaime McGill on Friday.
That's crazy.
He's fighting Friday.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that dude.
Yeah, he's fighting Friday at is at what time his fight starts? His ring walk, his ring, Jaime McGill ring walk is going to be at 11:00 p.m. So that's going to be a late fight.
Well, maybe unless you live in Cali.
Yeah, well, I hate them early fights like that.
Yeah.
I like to have my kids down, settled. You know what I mean? Chilling where I can watch the fights, man. 5 o'clock, they're gonna be ripping and running around all over the place.
I think is the Wildcats coming on tonight?
I'm not sure.
Let me see if they're going on tonight.
One of the somebody in the chat might know.
I'm going to the channel. Now they said no live tonight. No live tonight. So they're not going live. Yeah, they're not going live tonight. I was making sure. I was glad to hear Prize's voice. Had to make sure that he was okay because I know Marky Dan died last night.
Yeah.
After y'all boys gave it up with 1:30 left.
That was crazy.
Go straight there. Go straight.
You know what I say? This Dee Free.
You don't
say
feel
this.
you no. Hold on. You straight. You goddamn bastard. You don't feel bad for anybody. You're not checking on anybody. You're just a soulless, smelly bastard. Go ahead, Prize.
I was gonna say this, Dee Free. The whole week was just a weird week, bro. I don't care what none of y'all say. Everybody's football pool is messed up. The Vikings beat the 49ers. The Ravens end up letting the Raiders come back. Weird game. Weird.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. This is the first time in about 6 years that the Ravens started off 0-2, and that the who else? It was somebody else that started off 0-2. It's the first time in 6 years that they started off 0-2. So yeah, it might have been changing of the gun. Time for the changing of the gun because the Ravens usually come up. Who?
The Titans.
No, not the Titans. It's the Titans. It might have been the Titans, but I think it's another team that's 0-2. There's another team that's 0-2, but it might be the Titans. But yeah, it's the first time in 6 years that they started off 0-2. They usually get one out of the first 2 games. So I was shocked to see the Ravens lose to the Raiders.
I was like, crazy.
What?
That was crazy work.
I didn't expect that to happen at all.
Bro, they had a 10-point lead and they only handed the ball off to Derrick Henry once in the fourth quarter. That offensive coordinator should be fired because they down 0-2. And don't say oh you want to fire the coordinator. No, like somebody gotta take responsibility. Bro, now they're 0-2. They play the Bengals at the Bengals next. They play I don't know. They got a crazy 3-game stretch.
Who, the Ravens?
Yeah, they could go down 0-4.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, they got who they got. I believe they got y'all this week.
I thought we played the Saints.
Oh no, y'all got the Saints. It's
no,
the Dallas.
Y'all got the Bengals.
We got the Bengals. We got the Bengals. I think they might got
Saints.
Dallas. Right? They got Dallas this week. The Ravens got Dallas this week. They got Dallas.
Yeah,
they got
that's
Dallas
gonna be tough.
Yeah, both of them coming off.
Because both of them, because Dallas got smoked by Saints. I think the Eagles gonna slow that down in week 3.
I don't know because the Ravens offense. The Ravens offense is just as good as the Saints. Now the Saints defense might be better than the Ravens, or they might have played better than the Ravens. But the Ravens, they got a high power offense too when they clicking. When everything is clicking, the Ravens can put up points in a heartbeat. Especially if you get Lamar Jackson start scrambling and you can't stop him, and he gets on a go, he gets on a roll, it ain't no turning back. If they got to play a shootout with the Ravens, that don't pan well for Dallas. Doesn't pan well for Dallas for a shootout. I don't like Dallas in a shootout because Dallas will probably make a mistake before the Ravens will make a mistake in a shootout. I don't trust that.
Yeah, Dallas stinks. They did typical Dallas. They came in there at home and got blew out, cooked in their own stadium. So I have no faith in Dallas. They're just their fans are not even real fans. They just hate other teams.
They're a mediocre team.
They haven't been good since the 90s, and they happen to be relevant because they're the number one richest franchise out of all the franchises in all sports. They got the best stadium and all that. It's lit. You know, you can do multiple things with that stadium. But other than that, their football team, they do good all year and then they get smoked in the playoffs or they get knocked off. And they're never gonna win. Never.
I,
After that
I,
nigga
I
crazy.
don't know. I don't know if they want to win again. I don't know. I mean, they not my team, so I care less. I hope they don't ever win again. not my
They're
team,
gonna draft.
but
They're gonna draft Archie Manning. Dee Free.
He gonna be trash.
not
That
with
nigga
that.
Archie
Not,
Manning is
no,
nice.
not with that contract that Dak Prescott got. They ain't
I'm about
drafting
to
no
say in that
quarterback.
contract that
Oh
guy, he ain't
shit.
going nowhere.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get Archie. They can't get Archie Manning.
They said trade Dak and draft Shador.
Hell no. Ha! Man, Shador is. Are you kidding me? And listen. Maybe with some time Shador could develop, but from what I've seen, Shador's feet are slow as hell. I don't like him in an NFL offense. I really don't. I think he might get tore up.
I don't. I think if he had the time to block, he can get rid of the ball and pick it. If Sam Darnold and not Sam Darnold, but Daniel Jones can be in the NFL, Shador absolutely can
Daniel
play in the
Jones
NFL.
is garbage.
Right.
I don't want that for
Shador
him.
is not going to be that bad like that. You know what I mean? Some of these quarterbacks are not very good. That daggone guy for the what's his name? Free from the Titans. He just keep throwing the ball to the other team.
Will Levis.
Yeah, that dude. Where did he come from? I've never even heard of this guy.
Kentucky.
You got Garner
Bro,
Minshew. You
you
got
don't
Garner
remember what happened to
Minshew
Will Levis
floating
Prize?
around there, Marky. You got Gardner. Forget him. Garner Minshew floating around from team to team. Now he's then came back and beat the Ravens. So anything can happen in the NFL. Shador's
No,
an
you're
absolute baller. Him and Travis will both be top draft picks, and I think they'll have decent careers
now
in the next level.
Travis. He is an A1 talent. I don't have no doubt about what he's gonna do when he reaches the next level.
I want to give a quick shout out before we go on to AJ Wilson, female who scored 1,000 points in the season, and she'll still have a record that she breaks by grabbing the most
Free, you got
rebounds.
that echo again, bro. It's hard to hear what you're saying.
Let me turn my headphones on. But yeah, they will be definitely NBA to score 1,000 points in the season, and
Hard to hear what you're saying.
Yeah, you choppy.
It's like really choppy. Every other word is going out.
It's like
she scored yeah. But yeah. Well, how you say her name? AJ Wilson?
Asia Wilson.
AJ. I be watching a little Shorty. Shorty be hooping. Yeah, I'm glad she scored that.
And she's fine.
Yeah, she's a nice looking girl. So shout out to her. They need to pull the rims down so they can dunk.
There you go.
Every game I see this girl Prize, she is a 27-12 machine.
Yeah, she be hooping.
She is crazy.
Yeah.
As much as I love Caitlin Clark, and Dee Free will tell you, Prize Fighter, how much I love Caitlin Clark. But listen, I can't put Caitlin over Asia in that MVP conversation.
Hell
that girl
no.
is a different level of basketball player.
Now, if you want to give Caitlin the Rookie of the Year, that's cool. If you want to give her Rookie of the Year, that's cool.
Y'all hold it down for a second.
Yeah. No, most definitely.
But I don't mind her being Rookie of the Year.
Got some years to go before she developed her game to the level that Asia has. Asia is what you call a grandmaster.
She can ball, bro.
Yeah.
But back to them games, though. It was a weird week of football, man. I know all y'all pools is messed up. All y'all parlays is messed up. Dallas lost. I expected Dallas to win.
That shit pissed me off so much, Prize, because early in the morning, I see it on FanDuel, bro. FanDuel was bugging the fuck out. They had J.K. Dobbins for 125 rushing yards at plus 1,040 against the Panthers. I swear to God, I put this on all my parlays and that shit hit. But then the fucking money lines is what messed everything up. But bro, I thought I was gonna hit on the with that J.K. Dobbins shit. I thought for sure that I was gonna get through.
See, I don't understand what you're talking
just...
about. The money lines. I don't know nothing about that.
Oh shit, my bad. I forgot. We gotta teach you about gambling.
Yeah.
No, money line.
I like my money, man. I'll bet you straight up. Like I bet Dee Free.
That's what a money line is. You just betting on who's gonna win the game.
Okay, got you. So you picked the money line. The money lines didn't hit.
No,
so like
the
game, like there was some weird games, man. Who won that? New England and
the Seahawks won, but New England for the second week in a row, they upset the point spread 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit was cooking too. Them Cardinals. Kyler been balling, man. I can't hate. Can't hate. And they benched the kid in Carolina. You know, I don't think they should have benched him right away. But
they're doing him a favor.
I think that by Stephen A. calling him the worst number one pick ever was crazy.
Stephen A. said that? Stephen A. said that?
I think one of them ESPN people said he was the worst first draft pick ever. I was like, damn, I don't know about that. Because whatchamacallit was
pretty. Are you kidding me? Jamarcus Russell.
I about to say Jamarcus Russell was pretty bad, bro.
Bro, Jamarcus Russell was never committed. He never studied.
Yeah, this kid does all of that, bro.
Exactly. So I ain't no that's just bullshit.
And another
I don't know why them dudes, they just like, bro, they are so negative. They just like throwing dirt and salt on people.
It's only a couple of them dudes I ride
how
with.
they work prize during the NBA playoffs this year. It's just a hate fest.
Yeah.
They just hate.
Yeah. They there's a couple more quarterbacks that number one picks that but calling them the worst ever is crazy.
No, but in Carolina, the coach.
That team is trash.
Yeah, they gotta fix the offensive line. Cause they got receivers, they got good running backs, but they just don't have no time.
Yeah,
at all.
Well, Sam Darnold's coming in. That coach, I forget that coach name.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah, Andy Dalton. I'm sorry, Dalton is coming in. He ain't gonna do nothing, but that coach inherited that quarterback. That's not his man's. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah,
you probably don't care about that young, but
this year, Prize Fighter. This year is a big draft with a lot of quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Shador Sanders, Jalen Milroe, and the Panthers are probably gonna have the number one overall pick again.
You had to trade the kid there.
Yep.
There's some teams that'll take him.
Who take him?
The Raiders.
Oh shoot! Damn!
I'm going down there to Raiders.
Oh my God! Wow! Bryce Young with the Raiders and Devontae Adams.
He might have Devontae might. Yeah, Devontae might help the kid out. I say send him down. Send him down there for a 4th, 5th round pick. You ain't gonna get nothing for him, so don't start trying to shop him around for too much. If y'all get the first pick, don't shop him around for too much. Give him up for 4th, 5th round pick. Send him on down there. Give the kid another chance. I don't want to throw him away because Daniel Jones got all these damn chances and he got rewarded for nothing. I want to see this kid get another chance.
I feel bad for Daniel Jones.
I don't. Really... First of all, he played for the Giants. Let me
tell you why.
I hate the Giants.
He's not really that bad, bro.
He is that bad. He's that bad.
Goddamn garbage.
He's that bad.
This man, but hold on. Last year, he got blamed for the entire season. This nigga only played 4 games.
He's the quarterback.
He only played 4 games. Bro, he went down in week 4. Daniel Jones have been sacked 17 times.
Daniel Jones has been trashed from day one.
Okay, all right, fine. I'm just telling you the facts. This man I mean, bro, and then they brought in Tyrod
He
Taylor.
throw it in the dirt.
They brought in Tyrod Taylor. They tried to say, "Oh, Tyrod, the offense is working." But Tyrod Taylor went down after 2 games.
He was old.
That nigga got sacked 15 times.
That whole team is trash. I hate the Giants.
I hate the Giants too.
I'm an Eagles
come
fan,
on,
and I
bro.
hate the
You
Giants
played like
more than the Cowboys.
Prize. You back there as a quarterback. What are you supposed to do?
Make it happen. Run around like Lamar did.
Man, Lamar.
Run around like Vic used to run around when he ain't had nobody but Crumpler to throw it to.
Man, that nigga Daniel Jones, man, bro. They tried to get him killed.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing him get rewarded. He's a bum.
Affairs with one of the lineman's mother, so they had to get him.
Yeah, that would be crazy, K. If Andy came out there and won the game, that'd be crazy.
I would feel terrible for Bryce Young.
I kind of do too because that coach, like I said, that's not his guy. That coach didn't draft him. So you care less about Bryce Young.
There would be an opportunity. I mean, Andy Dalton is a multiple-time Pro Bowler, a former starter in this league. I don't see, maybe it might help Bryce Young to see how he goes about his business.
Yeah, Bryce can't see it, man. He ain't seeing it, man.
I ain't watching. I have not watched any.
I've been watching Red Zone, so every time I go down there, he getting up off the ground. I'm like, dang, they're washing him. And I heard the tickets was wild cheap down there too. My people were telling me, my family down in North Carolina was telling me, the tickets are cheap. You might as well come down here to a Panther game. We can get on the front row. I was like, I don't want to pay for the parking. It's gonna cost more than the tickets. I'm cool.
Pat McAfee's. What's his name? That's his name, but
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee. He actually reported. Bro, the tickets were $150. I don't know for which section, but that's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
That is
word around. A lot of my friends on Instagram, because I lived many, many years and I have a home down in North Carolina. They saying the tickets are you could go into a Panther game for nothing. I said that's crazy.
They probably let you in with no ticket.
Yeah, they probably just say, man, I don't even care. You don't got your ticket. Cool, it's cool. Just come in, bro.
$150. Them niggas ain't paying nobody. They ain't paying the staff in that stadium. They ain't paying.
They losing every time they play. It's a loss. They ain't making no money at home.
It's a loss. Mm-hmm. It's a loss on the field. It's a
you
loss.
You got loss in concessions because now you gotta pay for all that.
Yep. It's a loss.
Everything will be in the red. Nothing. Get the list back, it'd be red on the computer screen. All this red? Damn. And he still went out there and got smoked on the field. I don't know. That team is a train wreck. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't win any games this year.
They shouldn't. They need to tank.
Yeah. It's a heavy deep quarterback draft, like you said. So
they're gonna make a decision if they're gonna draft some help for Bryce Young, which probably might mean, I think they should go for Travis Hunter or Teteroa McMillan. One of them.
How you feel about Mario Barrio fighting Abel Ramirez?
Oh yeah, I heard that.
I don't
mind. I like Barrios. I don't care if his name is attached to any fight card. I'm watching because I like Barrios.
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care about that fight?
Nah,
I like it. Mario Barrios come to fight.
Abel Ramos. Who's Abel
Ramos? Abel. He's a fighter. I think that's gonna be a good fight. Yeah, I bet.
I'm thinking of Jesus Ramos. He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
Oh yeah.
I think it's gonna be a good fight. Is Barrios defending the belt?
Yeah, he's defending his belt.
Yeah. And when does that fight take place at? Like when?
I believe that's the same night of the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight.
Oh snap! So he gonna get a. Oh, so Barrios about to get a good look then, huh? If he's fighting on that stage on that card, that's pretty. A lot of eyes gonna be on that card. It's pretty good for
Yeah.
Barrios.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what they said it was going to be on that. It was going to be on that card, the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight.
How did that happen?
I have no idea.
Which fight?
That's crazy.
Barrios Ramos.
Oh.
You already know, GP. Eagles stand up.
You already know.
There's three. That's 3 weeks.
Y'all might have to stand up because I think y'all wings might have got clipped by them Falcons.
Yeah, we definitely did. No excuse for that. That was a total that looked like last year meltdown. That just gave me a flashback.
Sorry as fuck.
Remember in Rocky 5 when he used to bump his head and or something happened and he started it'd be pictures of Drago. He had flashbacks of pictures of Drago just busting him up. Well, I had one of them flashbacks the last
This nigga Marky Dad came on the daggone joint was like, man, my heart is broken.
My heart was broken.
But I'm just gonna say it's one of them weeks in football, bro, where a lot of like the Niners went down. You know what I mean? I was shocked at that. The worst thing I ever seen was Gardner Minshew come back and beat the Ravens.
No, but prize. We got
Pittsburgh is 2-0. They ain't even scored yet. They kicked off field goals.
Hold on. We got to get it together when it comes to our execution. Cam Jurgens, the center. I know that he's new. It's his first year of replacing Kelsey, but this nigga has had 6 penalties in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
And then I went back and really watched the first game. They really almost choked it away in that game.
Yeah.
Because again, Cam Jurgens, and it comes down to execution. The same thing with Saquon dropping that pass. They were gonna do the tush push for the touchdown to put them up by 9, and then Cam Jurgens, I don't know what happened. He let the dude just
when I went back to the replay, when I saw the replay of that play right there, because I turned the game off. I told Marky Dan, I turned the game off. I thought y'all had it won. I was like, okay, worst case scenario, they're gonna kick a field goal, they're gonna win by 6. And then I saw Marky Dan was like, man, F my life. I was like, hold on, what happened? And I went back and I saw the only thing that came to my mind was the Seattle Seahawks versus New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. That's the only thing that came to my mind. I was like, oh, how the hell did y'all lose that? How did y'all lose that game?
I mean, just run the football. Even if Saquon don't get the first down, he's probably gonna get 4th and 1. Like they not driving him back. And even if they do drive him back, bro, you run the clock.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I wish I could have been on stream so y'all could have heard my reaction. I said, why did you pass the ball?
It was a great play. Saquon should have caught the ball. But the problem is, with that, they had no timeouts left. If you throw a pass play and they drop the ball, you stop the clock.
Exactly.
You want to keep the clock running. It was a great call. Saquon dropped the ball. But that's the chance that when you should have actually ran the ball. That's the chance.
This is 2 things. No, but this is 2 games.
Yeah, that hurt when Saquon dropped, man. But we still love Saquon.
When you look at the Ravens and the Eagles now, they both are gonna have to change up their philosophy when it comes to handing the ball off in the 4th quarter. Because yesterday that cost the game for us and it cost them against the Raiders. I don't really know what the Ravens are gonna do. I don't know if they could come back from this type of deficit. I think they'd probably be 1-4 after this.
Who, the Ravens? Who you say?
You talking about the Eagles?
The Ravens.
The Eagles ain't about to be no 1-4. That nigga tripping.
No,
he said the Eagles. He said the Ravens, bro.
Hey,
yeah,
y'all gotta
say that coming up. It's week 3, nigga.
Who y'all play next, Dee Free?
Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals gonna get back. I hope y'all win though. See, only reason I say that, and I don't. I don't really hate. I don't
That
hate
nigga need free.
Washington
That
so
nigga need
much.
free field big about 7 field goals.
I don't hate Washington as much as I hate the Giants and Cowboys. Washington has been a team that's never really been a threat as far as being an Eagle fan the last 20 years. The Redskins never really threatened me. You know, that they was just that other team, but I like that quarterback. And he put his head down and he go for it. And I am rooting for that kid, Jaden Daniels. I like him. I'm rooting for him. I got to.
Yeah, he definitely he knows what's he definitely best quarterback this draft for sure. I'm glad that Chicago was sold on Caleb Williams because
Yeah.
when I saw Caleb Williams, I was like, because that was going to be our next pick if Chicago would have took Jalen Daniels or Drake May, we would take Caleb Williams. Caleb we could be got head coach. We got
I don't know about
No.
what did he do? Did the Bears play?
Caleb,
When did the Bears play? Did they win last week?
No, they lost. They lost.
no, they lost to
Sunday night.
Texans, but
Sunday night.
yeah, it was Thursday night.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
That's right.
Caleb playing. It's the same thing that I said about Kalen Clark. He just needs some time to get with the speed of the pro game, and you see some of his college tendencies. The man, he likes to spin. Well, he'll go either way, but he likes to spin out of the pocket.
The problem with Caleb Williams is
try to
the
make
problem
a play happen. He don't really. I don't think he's really used to like working inside a structured offense. It was always just him doing something like
Backyard football.
Yeah. The problem with Caleb Williams is the fact he don't have an offensive line. That man is always back there running for his life. That man don't have an offensive line. And
but I don't think he know how to just sit in the pocket though, Dee Free. I don't think he know how to just like have that internal clock.
Oh, did you see that man get hit? That man he's been sacked 17 times already through 2 weeks.
You said 17 times?
Yes.
That's crazy.
He's been sacked 17 times through 2 weeks.
Now, that's crazy.
They don't have an offensive line.
Bro, they need to save him.
They don't have an offensive line.
Did the Broncos win? Did the Broncos win?
No.
I can't remember. I watched Red Zone all day, but I can't remember who won.
Jesus Christ.
No, the Broncos lost. The Broncos
I stay on Red Zone, man, so that way them commercials be tripping, man. I hate them commercials. And in the NFL, every time you turn around, they taking a TV timeout. That Red Zone keep it going, boy. I love that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I can tell you right now, the Broncos, who won last week. I can write you right now who won last week. Everybody that won, okay, the Bills won against the Dolphins. The Saints won against the Cowboys. Buccaneers won against the Lions. Packers won.
I lost that game too.
Packers against the West won the Titans.
What was the score in that Packers and Colts? I went Colts because I thought since Jordan Love was out.
Packers won by 16 to 10.
It was like
they won by 3.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that Anthony Richardson couldn't get going, man. I like him too.
Seahawks over the Patriots. Washington over the Judges. The Chargers over the Panthers. The Browns over the Jaguars. The Raiders over Ravens. Cardinals over Rams. That was another blowout, 41-10.
Yeah. Kyler was in his bag.
Steelers over the Broncos. The Bengals lost to the Chiefs, and the Bengals lost to the Chiefs. The Titans, the Texans beat Chicago in Sunday Night Football, and the Falcons beat Eagles tonight.
That was a weird week, man. All those games, like I lost on that. I thought Detroit was going to come out and do their thing against Tampa.
I'm gonna tell you the problem is a lot of these high-powered teams that we believe is good. The problem is their star players don't play during the preseason. So it takes them a few games to get going.
Yep.
Because they got to get that rust off.
They got to get that football speed in.
They got to get that rust off. They get time on. And game time is different. Yeah, you can tie the down in front of it, but when you in a real game, totally. So it takes them a couple of games to get it going. But I think the Ravens is going to be fine. They can't lose too many more games right away. Now they lose some late. Can't lose more now because if they get too far behind, I don't know. They might not come back right now. Well, actually, everybody in that division is 1-1 except for the Ravens. The Ravens are the only team that's 0-2. Everybody in that division is 1-1. So they still right there. They're right there. So they only one game in first place. So it just the same like the East, NFC East. The NFC East, everybody's 1-1. The Giants is 0-2.
All right, man. I'm about to have to jump off of here, man.
Yeah, I'm about to
make some phone calls.
Make my wife works on the show anyway. But this is be a week for these teams that's 0-2 and coming off the big losses like the Cowboys, like the Rams, the Ravens. It's gonna be a big loss. But let me do this commercial one last time. And
Yeah.
get out of here.
Peace.
Somebody say Browns?
No.
Hold on.
No, ain't nobody
Y'all didn't
said
talk about the
Browns.
Browns. It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad. Hold on, y'all ain't say nothing about the Browns.
You cut the commercial off to talk about the Browns?
The Browns, nigga. Didn't y'all just lose? Hold on. Didn't y'all lose to the worst team in the NFL?
All y'all do is lose.
Hold on. Did we lose? Did we blow a lead in y'all had 1 second? 2 minutes left. Y'all couldn't win? Y'all stink. The Browns, baby. Super Bowl.
BBO, man.
Nicky Chubb's on his way back.
Peace, BBO. What's up with you, brother?
Jerry Jeudy.
Who?
Jerry Jeudy. Myles Garrett. We back, baby. Browns is back.
Stop, man.
Who is your team?
Stop, BBO.
Who's your team, bro? Do you even got a team? Who's your
The
team?
Eagles.
When you finish, drop the commercial, BBO.
Yeah.
How y'all gonna leave when we ain't talk about the Browns?
Man, we out of here, man.
Hey, just so y'all know, baby, the Browns is going to the bowl.
To the toilet bowl, exactly where they belong.
Hold on. I forgot to play this before I came in. Let me play my new thing.
Asiatic Black Man Productions, in association with the JBT, proudly presents the Roll with the Punches podcast, broadcasting live from God's favorite city, the home of combat sports, Cleveland, Ohio. And now, here's your host, the Asiatic Black Man, sent by God himself, BVO.
Shout out to Big Dre. We love you, man. I love you for making that, man. I got one for Dee Free, too. Puerto Rican Freeze drop is on the way, so keep your eyes up. Yeah, the Browns going to be 2-1. Shout out to my boy, Case of Boy, man. Love you, man. Praying for you and your family. Shout out to my man, Case of Boy. Shout out to GP. Shout out to Puerto Rican Free. Shout out to Melvin Queen. Shout out to Crush. Big Dre, my guy.
For sure.
Hey, but just remember this, man. BBO called it. They doubted me. We had 2,700 subscribers. Salute to everybody on the support. Salute to my guy, Prize Fighter, man. He just let me know he just became a Browns fan this week. So shout out to man.
Not true.
We on the way, man. We on the way.
Yeah.
You said I'm half Mexican. That's cold, Case of Boy. I'm showing you all this love. You talk about the black man like that. That's cold. But on that note, we out of here, y'all. We be back tomorrow. Shout out to Ricky McQueen and Brother Bernard Hackett. We're gonna have Brother Bernard Hackett back. Y'all know he a special guest.
Yes.
start coming all the
He
time.
not even a guest at this point. He like family now. You know what I mean?
So shout out to brother Bernard, and we got my man Ricky McQueen from the TWT coming. Man, Ricky don't get enough credit. Seattle Rick. Shout out to the Central District. Shout out to the South End and North End. There's a lot of good brothers out there, but shout out to my man. We're gonna have Ricky tomorrow talking about his brand new video game. So we doing some big things over here at BBO Boxing, man. Definitely check us out tomorrow. Shout out to my brother Prize. Shout out to Puerto Rican Free. Shout out to my guy GP. And again, shout out to my man Case of Boy. Love you, man. We gone. Peace.
Peace.
How you turn this thing off? J Hardcore style.
I can't tell you how much I don't care. I couldn't even tell you how much.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? I didn't know you could cook up like that. Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that.